You're at a party. You would like to make some new friends, but you're socially anxious, ugly, and terrible at small talk. So what should you do? Should you A. Stand in the corner and hope someone talks to you? B. Go home and play video games? C. Impress strangers with some neat math tricks? Or D. Ask people if they would like to see pictures of your cat? Obviously option D is correct, but for the purpose of this video, let's say you chose option C. These are some math party tricks you should know to make people think you're cool and smart. Trick number 1. Squaring numbers. You can square large numbers in your head relatively easily using the formula n squared equals n minus x times n plus x squared. The trick is to choose some number x for the given number n such that either n minus x or n plus x is some multiple of 10. So for n equals 998, we may choose x equals 2, and we find our answer to be 996,004. Trick number 2. Divisibility rules. A number is divisible by 2 if the last digit is divisible by 2, 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, 4 if the number in the last two digits is divisible by 4, 6 if it passes the rules for both 2 and 3, 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9, and 12 if it passes the rules for both 3 and 4. Trick number 3. The 37 rule. Pick any 3-digit number where each digit is the same. Sum the digits in that number, and then divide the 3-digit number by that sum. The result will always be 37. This works because when all 3 digits are the same, their sum is always 3 times that digit, and the 3-digit number itself is that digit multiplied by 111. So when you divide, the digits cancel out, leaving 111 divided by 3, which is 37. Trick number 4. Dividing by 7. When dividing a number by 7, the decimals repeat over and over again in the order 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4. You will need to remember this order. Have someone pick a number between 1 and 100, not divisible by 7. You then compute the quotient and the remainder in your head. So for example, 85 divided by 7 gives a quotient of 12 with a remainder of 1. Next, you either compute or memorize the first decimal of that result given the remainder. 1 divided by 7 starts with 0.1, so this tells you the result of 85 divided by 7 is 12.142857, and so on forever. Trick number 5. The sneaky 1001. Pick any 3-digit number. Write it twice to make a 6-digit number. Divide this number by 7, then by 11, and then by 13. The result will be the original 3-digit number. It doesn't really matter which order you do the division. The trick is that you're effectively just dividing by 1001. Trick number 6. Binary counting. Let your thumb be 1, pointer be 2, middle finger be 4, ring finger be 8, and pinky be 16. Then using any combination of fingers will allow you to count all the way to 31 on one hand. If you include your other hand, you can count to 1023. Trick number 7. Primes and 24. Let p be any prime number greater than 3. Square p and subtract 1. The result will always be divisible by 24. Trick number 8. Cube roots. You can find the cube root of any perfect cube less than a million pretty easily. First, you'll need to memorize the cube of 10, 20, 30, and so forth to 100. So, for example, we see that the perfect cube of 140,608 is somewhere between 50 and 60 cubed. Next, we take a look at the last digit in the perfect cube. The rule is that the last digit of the cube will match the last digit of the cube root. The exceptions are that if the cube ends with 2, then the cube root ends with 8, and vice versa. And if the cube ends with 3, then the cube root ends with 7, and vice versa. So, we find that the cube root of 140,608 is 52. Trick number 9. Repeating decimals. To create a repeating decimal of a certain sequence of digits, divide that sequence by a number of all 9s with the same length as that sequence. Trick number 10. counting divisors. To count the number of divisors of a number, factor it into powers of primes, add 1 to the powers, and multiply these numbers together. For example, 600 has 24 divisors. Thanks for watching, and let us know what math tricks we missed in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to see more content like this in the future.